Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here to bring you a brand new video where today we're going to be doing day 4 of Horror October, and today we're going to be talking about The Blob. Yes, The Blob from 1958, not the 1988 version, which I do kind of want to see still though. But this is the 1958 version. I wanted to show this because this is a Criterion that I got for this. It's pretty cool. There's like a interesting soundtrack when you put this DVD in that plays on like the menu screen. That's pretty cool. And yeah, it has Steve McQueen, who I've heard is like a pretty like well-known actor. I need to see like other things of his, like The Towering Inferno and The Great Escape. But he's a really good actor, and I really liked him in this. He was solid in this. He's just a joy to watch. He's really charismatic and just like charming with like his on-screen presence. I enjoyed him in this specifically. I'm sure he's great in other stuff. But yeah, the Blob is interesting. It's kind of fun. It's very basic in its premise, obviously, because it's just like a blob eating everyone. So going in, you can't exactly expect like anything too special about it. But there's a lot of great like tense horror moments when like you're not sure if certain characters will survive this or not, and like you genuinely feel like, well, shit, I don't know if they're gonna make it out of this. Like, and you just have to like sit there and watch and be like, oh, I don't know about this. When things seem kind of like dire, and like, so you have like this blob that attacks Steve and Jane, and yeah, like they have to like evade it, and they get trapped in like a refrigerator at one point, and they have to like just hope it doesn't like get to them, and then they realize that like it doesn't like the cold, so they have to use that against it, and they get like trapped in a basement and nearly die to that too. So it's just like they do well at creating like tense situations, even though this is an older movie. Like, you can still feel like a sense of like unease when you see this thing and what it's capable of, because like guns don't kill it, like electrocution doesn't kill it, like nothing works to get rid of this thing. So like it's like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? Like you get like that panic from it. And I feel like this film is like a little bit dated. I mean, granted, it is from 1958, so that is like kind of old, but like some of the visuals and the way it's like shot isn't like extremely like appealing looking exactly. But maybe that's just me just being of this generation and not enjoying it quite as much. And a lot of it is like pretty cheesy with like the dialogue and stuff, with like this guy Steve, and how he like has like a camaraderie with these guys around town, and they kind of like have this like friendship, which is kind of like fun to see. But like there's definitely some things about it that are like a little cheesy. It's definitely more of that like B horror movie type of movie. Like, it's in that, it feels like it was definitely in that realm. I'm sure with like other films like The Tarantula, or there's other films out there that are like very similar to this, just like like a monster attacks and they have to stop it, and it's like older, like 60s and 50s films. There were just like tons of films like that came out that were just like this. But yeah, for what it's worth, it does a really good job, and it's really fun and enjoyable. Something that is worth talking about though is like the whole like character doesn't want to believe another character cliche that's been classically employed in horror movies countless times. And I mean, like, this is like an older horror movie, so I do kind of have to like give it the benefit of the doubt a little bit. But like at the same time, it's not exactly it's not exactly fun to see that just being used because I've just seen it so many times, but like for what it's worth, like it's not like terrible as much as like other movies are because it actually like follows like the plot pretty well. Like you have this whole plot line of like these police officers who are trying to help them out, and some of them believe them more than others, and then other ones are more like skeptical. And yeah, the movie kind of like progresses um, based on like what the police officers decide to do and how they like make the decision as to, should we believe these kids? Should we help them? Should we, take them in? Should we put them in jail? Should we, send them home? So like a lot of the movie kind of revolves around that, and I feel like it's not like so one dimensional compared to like other movies where it's just like, we don't believe you, we're gonna put you in jail, that's it. Like it's like they're kind of like really like thinking about this and trying to like come up with the best solution. So it feels a little bit more fleshed out compared to like other horror movies that use this trope. So it's definitely not terrible in that sense. But yeah, I like this movie overall. It's not really bad, but it's not anything that special as you might expect. It's just a classic B movie. I love Steve McQueen. I'll have to see more of his stuff. He's such a cool guy. But yeah, I'm going to give this movie a 8.2 out of 10. Yeah, it's pretty solid. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you have, and I'll see you guys in the next one.